Hey everyone, David Hutchins here, CEO of The Storytelling Leader, and it is budget season. And you need to make the case that your project deserves more money. I'm here to help. As part of your appeal, you should be telling stories. After all, story is your most human voice of leadership influence, and stories are much more persuasive than making your case with data alone. I'd like to share with you a type of story you could be telling as you ask for your budget. And in my work with leaders, we use this cool resource called the Leadership Story Deck. And it's loaded with dozens of ideas of stories you could be telling. And the one I want to share in this video is this one. It's card number 9 from the deck, and it's called Moments of Impact. Moments of Impact. And it's just what it sounds like. Give us a compelling glimpse of your results so far. And this is the important part. Do it using story language that creates belief in the work. So I'm going to give you an example of what a Moments of Impact story sounds like. There's one on the back of the card, and this is a real story that I heard a leader tell. She was at an NGO in London, and she was asking for more budget. And listen to how she tells this Moments of Impact story. So she says, I'd like to show you a picture. And she actually held up a picture as she was telling the story. I'd like to show you a picture. This is a 16-year-old boy named Rohan, and he lives in a district of India called Purulia, where his village doesn't have running water. Now, he's been carrying water every day to his family from a pond 2 kilometers away. But Rohan has done something amazing. With no money at all and using only scrap materials, Rohan has dug a fresh water well and installed a pump by himself. Now everyone in the village has constant access to fresh groundwater, and it has changed their lives. How did a 16-year-old with no resources build a pump by himself? Well, he did what teenagers always do. He went online. Using one of our solar-powered, satellite-connected tablets that we provided to the village, Rohan found technical information for digging wells on the internet. You know, when we started our global internet initiative with the belief that giving the world access to the internet, that it would change the world. But we didn't expect to be so inspired by people like Rohan while we were still in the test phase of the project. And now we don't want to wait. Imagine what kinds of miracles could happen when we extend free information access to more of the world. So that's the story that she told. And now we have made a human connection and not just a financial case. And if you're the keeper of the budget, how do you think you would respond to that? So what are your compelling moment of impact stories? The front of the card, you can see here, offers a prompt to invite your reflection. Begin to reflect. Tell me about a time when you glimpsed exciting results start to emerge from the work, and what happened. And then, of course, we want to answer that with all of the good story elements that create that human engagement. And for that, my leaders build their stories visually on this framework. It's called the Story Canvas, and you can download this free from my website. And then, of course, comes the most important part, which is to tell your story. Tell your Moments of Impact story. And so that's one story type that you could be thinking about as you ask for a bigger budget. And when you do, I have a feeling your boss is just going to start throwing money at you. And so soon I'm going to share with you a second story that you can tell. And in the meantime, talk back to me. What ideas did this trigger? What did you like? What connected with you? And then, of course, most importantly, I hope you'll go tell a great story. Watch this space for more.